You're trying to make 3 different events wear the same outfit, and it's a terrible fit. Here's why. 1 Thessalonians 4:13 through 18 is a complete different event from Matthew 24:29 through 31 and Revelation 19. The latter two are a matched set. The former is from a different box entirely. The unshakable difference is the direction and the destination. This is the simplest place to start and completely dismantles the argument. 1 Thessalonians 4 is a rescue mission. We're going up and out. This is the rapture. The entire action is one of extraction and reunion. Jesus descends from heaven and stops. He doesn't come all the way down. The dead and living in Christ are caught up, according to the Greek harpazo word, to snatch away, to meet him in the air. The destination is not on the earth. It's the clouds. This is a vertical evacuation. The mood is one of comfort and hope. It's a private event for the family. Matthew 24 and Revelation 19 show the invasion mission. It's down and conquer. This is the second coming. The entire action is one of descent, judgment, and conquest. Jesus doesn't stop. He comes all the way down to the earth. Every eye sees him. He lands on the Mount of Olives. His feet touch the ground. Destination is very much on earth. The mood is one of cosmic upheaval, wrath, and battle. It's a public event for the entire world. Trying to say these are the same is like saying a helicopter lifting a SEAL team off a ship is the same event as that same SEAL team later parachuting onto a beach to storm a compound. The direction, purpose, and outcome is opposites. How Matthew 24:29 through 31 and Revelation 19 match perfectly leaves Thessalonians in the dust. Your problem isn't seeing how these two match, it's forcing Thessalonians into their party. They are a different pair. Let's connect the dots. The immediate prelude, both passages happen immediately after the tribulation of those days, or at its very climax. They are the conclusion of the Great Tribulation. Thessalonians, by contrast, is presented as a comforting hope for the church with no preceding context of tribulation. It just happens. The cosmic signage both describe massive universe-altering signs. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from heaven. The sixth seal, which opens into the tribulation, describes the exact same thing. This is the cosmic backdrop for Christ's return to earth. In Thessalonians, no sun, no moon, no stars, just the shout of an archangel. One is a whisper to the bride, the other is a trumpet blast to the universe. Angelic workforce in both Matthew 24 and Revelation 19, angels are the primary actors. Matthew says he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect. In Revelation, the armies of heaven, arrayed in fine linen, white and pure, were following him. This likely includes angels and glorified saints. The gathering is done on earth. The Thessalonians, there are no angels gathering anyone. The dead in Christ rise first, then the living are caught up. Jesus does it himself. No angelic middle management is needed. The purpose is gathering versus conquest. Matthew 24 and Revelation 19 is about gathering those that have already been in heaven to join Jesus on his conquest of earth. Thessalonians is about removing the church from the earth to be with Christ in heaven. They are inverse operations. One is a harvest onto the threshing floor, and the other is a bringing of the grain into the barn. The hermeneutical knockout punch is, if you insist 1 Thessalonians 4 is the same as Matthew 24, you have to perform absurd logical gymnastics. You must believe that meeting the Lord in the air is immediately followed by a U-turn where everyone just turns right back around to land on the earth for the battle of Armageddon. The text says nothing of the sort. It's a destination, not a layover. You must ignore that Paul wrote 1 Thessalonians 4 as a comfort to people worried about their dead loved ones, missing in Christ's coming, that you may not grieve as others do who have no hope. This makes zero sense if he's describing the final, terrifying battle of Armageddon that happens after the worst period of suffering in human history. How is that a comfort? You must explain why Paul, in a letter to the church, would use a completely different set of descriptors for the same event that Jesus described to Israel in Matthew 24. It's poor communication and a violation of the principle of audience relevance. The simple, elegant, and textually faithful conclusion is that 1 Thessalonians 4:13 through 18 describes the rapture of the church. It's Christ coming for the saints. Matthew 24 and Revelation 19 describe the second coming in Christ coming with his saints to establish his kingdom. They are separated by at least the 7-year period of tribulation described in Daniel and Revelation. The Bible's prophecy timeline isn't a messy knot. It's a brilliant tapestry. Stop pulling on one thread and look at the whole picture.